Hey, is this where the party's at?
Yes, welcome back to the live stream. I'm sick, I've got man flu, so heads up that I am going to be moaning. I don't feel good. Hopefully we've got the whole chat thing sorted out now, where we should be getting the chat coming in from everything else. I can see it on my screen here, but I can't see it on my phone, which is what I wanted to see it on. But where are we going? Shout out to John saying yo Kutski. I'm getting a lot from YouTube now. It's interesting, I can see it. Shout out to Typewriter5 on Twitch. Shout out to Orange Juicer, shout out to Speedy B, all the Twitch crew regularly in the house. We should be on Facebook as well, I think, but I can't see the Facebook chat coming in. We'll see. So, what are we doing on tonight's stream, besides me moaning that I feel sick? There's a podcast that needs to go up at midnight tonight, and I was planning on it being my set from Creamfields, but unfortunately there was a problem with the recording equipment, and I was like, it's too good a set to pass up. So luckily, just a little bit of inside baseball for you now. You know, now we all use them CDJs with SD cards and memory sticks. It memorises what you played in what order, and you can pull that playlist back off it, dump that onto the laptop, and then I'm going to recreate my set from Creamfields live on vinyl on decks in a minute. And then I'm going to record that, and that's going to be this week's podcast as well. So kill two birds with one stone while I'm not feeling great. Shout out for all the subscriptions coming in. Let me try and figure out how do I move in the subscription thing up. Where are we? Alerts. That's locked. Let's unlock it and let's move that up to there. So it's going to go right over my forehead if it goes off. So if you subscribe now, get pinned to my forehead. Right, who else have we got? Shout out to Mark on Facebook. Yes, it is working. The Facebook thing is working. Ashley Jones in the house. Shout out to Connor. Shout out to Tyson Stutterman, Chaos Raver, Twitch crew. It's cool, this, isn't it? Let me think. Can I neaten this up a little bit? Where are we? I shouldn't be doing this live on there, but this is the usual professionalism that we get. Is I don't sit here and work out how it's all going to work. I go live and then I start trying to figure out how it's going to work. So that countdown timer down there, just in case you were wondering, is the countdown before we get live in the mix. Like I said, we normally do like 20 minutes at the beginning where we have a bit of banter, we have a talk, we see what's going on. Then I jump into the mix for an hour, a couple of hours usually, more like that. But just an hour tonight because it was only a 1 hour set that we need to recreate. So it'll be 1 hour in the mix, and then we'll have another 20 minutes at the other side of it where we'll just shoot the breeze. I still wish I could get it on my phone. If anyone can figure out how to make out the restream chat come on your phone so I can see all of them in one place. I did have it up a minute ago. Where are we? Chat. Click on chat. Download for Windows, download for Mac, or open in browser. Open in browser. And oh well, I'll have to stream you. I'll move the microphone a bit closer to the screen. It's a problem because I'm getting to see it on a little screen where I'm monitoring it. Shout out to DJ Del Boy back in the UK. Tyson Stutman saying couldn't get YouTube to work, so it's stuck on the loading screen. Yeah, just a little note, because I know now we're restreaming it to all these other platforms. The primary streaming place to be is on twitch.tv/John Kutski. Basically, Twitch is the best platform because it's the best encoding of the video, best encoding of the sound, most reliable stream, and the main thing is they don't pull the stream down mid-stream for copyright violation. They mute bits afterwards. So if you're watching on Facebook and all of a sudden the sound disappears, that'll be why. It'll be carried on perfect up on Twitch. or if the stream gets killed on any of the platforms, that's because something's flagged up and it's gone, oh, you shouldn't have done that. And then I can recreate it after, and fix all the problems and put the stream up to where it got pulled down. I can restore it, but obviously they've already killed the live stream. So that's whereabouts we're at with that. So yeah, if you have any problems looking on any other platforms, apparently Periscope's really good for the Twitter crew in the house who are watching over there. So the other thing, like I said, a lot of people on Twitch have been subscribing to the channel and supporting the cause, which I appreciate. The other way, if you're watching on any of the other platforms, that you can support it is this free range mix collection. Basically, when I was on Radio 1, I did a feature each week called the free range mix, and that was just like a 20-minute, it was just like an encyclopedia of hard music. I'd do maybe happy Dutch anthems. This one in the background is a hard but happy mix, and it was for years I went on and did all these a 20-minute mix that I spent ages crafting together, and I found an old hard drive full of all these mixes, so I've remastered them all and I've put them together in that mix collection down there. Where's my phone, because I can post the link in the chat, but basically it's if you follow that bit.ly link down there, it's $14.99 and you can pick up you can basically pick up 60 plus 20-minute mixes of everything from old school breakbeat rave from the early 90s, from hard house to hardstyle to happy hardcore to gabba to freeform. There's a mix for everything in there. So if you want to help support the cause, support the stream, £15 and you can get 60 plus mixes on there to keep iPods busy. So thanks a lot for everybody who has been supporting me with that, because it really does help. That's how we afford all this mad bullshit and why we keep doing it each week and trying to push things and make things better. So all good. I'm darting in and out of apps at the moment here. Here we go. Yeah, I've got the chat working. Look at that. Hold on. You can see it's working in a web browser, but you can see it. A lot of Twitch action. Who have we got? Chaos Raver, Typewriter 5, Mask for Glory. Let's get some shout out to David saying now that you're done praying it's time to start the set from Creamfields. So basically it was a bit of a weird one. I had to kind of take it on the chin because we were hosting the Keeping the Rave Alive arena at Creamfields, and it was an amazing day. It was getting busier and busier and busier throughout the day. Darren Styles went on. The arena's absolutely jam-packed. You couldn't move. People queuing all around the outside. But then, because it was on the bank holiday Monday, there was a church service nearby, and part of the deal of having that site on Creamfields is that they had to stop all the music on the outdoor stages for an hour in the middle. So Darren finishes, no music for an hour before I go on, so the whole arena entirely emptied, and I had to start right from nothing again. But it was one of them that I was thinking, we've booked all these guests, I can't say, hey, do you want to play at the Keep the Rave Alive arena? They agree the set time in the middle of the day, and then they're effectively playing warm-up, so I was I'm going to have to take it on the chin on that set, aren't I? Be a good sport. So I did, but literally within about 10 minutes the arena was busy again, busy, and within about 20 minutes it was full, rammed. So shout out to everybody who came back after they had a nice little pray. Shout out to Wannock in the chat. Delboy saying that he sees that I've loaded my pockets with Marmite from the UK. I did. Back through the airport again with loads of little jars of 70 centilitre milligrams, grams, whatever you want to categorise them as, of Marmite, because you can't take more than 100 mils of liquid through the airport. And I like Marmite, and I live in Poland now. Can't get Marmite in Poland, or if you can, they charge you through the nose for it, £4 a jar. So whenever I come back, I'm having to buy loads of the little jars that I can smuggle through. I've ranted about this many times. I've even had Marmite on talking to me on Instagram about it. That's how crazy things have got. Chaos Raver saying when they're going to relax the 100ml limit. I've had a lot of people messaging me about that. Apparently they're going to change it because the scanning stuff's getting better with it, but it's kind of ridiculous. It's that, what do they call it, theatre of security, whereas all this security that you go through, you can't take this, you can't take that, you've got to take this out, you've got to scan it. It's not actually making it any safer for anybody to travel, but it makes people think that they're safer travelling, which means that people don't stop travelling, which means the aviation business keeps going, and it's literally, it's like, yeah, I heard it, and at first I thought it was a bit of a conspiracy theory, but then when you kind of think about it, what is the idea? I can take 300 grams of Marmite through as long as I'd take them in 3 separate jars, as opposed to one 300ml jar. How's that any safer for anyone or any different? It's just an inconvenience for people travelling. Shout out to Maggie watching on YouTube, saying huge fan since 2013. You taught me a ton about mixing, hard dance. I love your originals and everything else you do. Thank you. Appreciate that one, Maggie. Thanks for the support. Shout out to Johnny Gillespie on the Facebook. By the way, what I did with the Facebook is I'm kind of crafty here, old Kutski using his head, because basically with the restream, what they want to do is you can restream to every different platform, including Facebook, but only to a personal page. But you can pay for a premium account for $20 a month, and then you can stream it to your fan page, which I've no problem doing, except for the fact that Facebook keep pulling down the stream. And then there's another problem that we have, is Facebook have really limited the reach of fan pages. So even if I go live with my page, it's like, I'll reach a couple of hundred people, if that, unless, you're paying for advertising. That's their revenue model. So I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I can set up a new personal account, and the first 5,000 people that are in are going to be the diehards, and they're the ones that get to watch the stream. So if you're watching on Facebook, that means that you saw that post yesterday, and you've jumped on. So yeah, thanks for joining me over on the new Facebook profile. That's where all my little side projects, because the other thing is you've got to kind of keep your Facebook page looking professional now, for when promoters and stuff are looking at it. But I like throwing loads of shit out there, so I've set up my personal Facebook page just as a little side project, really, where I can just put all the little junky things that that are fascinating with it, and have more of a conversation. Because there's don't get me wrong, I mean this in the best possible way, because I'm really honoured to have there's over 100,000 people now on the Kutski Facebook page, but sometimes it kind of feels like a bit of an impersonal thing, it's like there's so many people that you can't really have a Discord with anyone, and some random messages, and it's just noise, there's just too much stuff. Whereas I like doing little things like this, because we can have a bit of a conversation, can't we? It's it's just more fun, it's more personal. So even though it's it's a bit of a dichotomy for me, because obviously I'm trying to get as big as I possibly can, but then the bigger I get, I keep cutting out these little niches where I can just speak to people and go back to being a small artist. So shout out to Dave as well, who's tagging people. Dave Mawini, tagging people and telling them to come over and watch it on Facebook. So yes, indeed, please do it if you know anybody that you think might like it. It's like I said, I only set up the channel yesterday and there's already 500 people on that new page. It's going to cap out at 5,000, then I can have followers after that, but no more friends. So if you know anyone that you think will be into these live streams, we do it every week. Normally on Tuesdays, 7 PM UK time. Doing it at a slightly different time this week, just because I was travelling back from Creamfields on the Tuesday. So I couldn't do it. My flight was literally at the same time I was streaming. So normally it'll be weekly, 7 PM Tuesdays. So if you can share the link, tag friends, spread the word, all stuff like that, that's all good. And remember, if the stream goes down or it's not working properly or the sound cuts out, that's where the action always is. I'll leave it on the screen so you can always see it. Mark saying Creamfields was amazing. Yes, indeed it was. Shout out to Danny on Facebook, as well as Jamie, spreading the word as well. How's that chat thing working? I can't find any way to customise it. It's a bit small, I know, but it looks cool because when everyone's talking, you can see the little logo of where they're from and stuff. Shout out Subsonics back in on Twitch. Del Boy asking what the Facebook page is called. It's just search John Kutski and it'll come up with a picture of me. That'll be the one. So yeah, just add me on there. But it's like I said that I think Twitch is the best place to be doing it. Let me get the link for you. I'll post this in the chat as well while the mix is on. I've got little auto bot things set up to do it, but yeah, I've just posted the link in there, so you should. You might not see it on Facebook because I don't think it goes back from Restream back into Facebook, but I'll post it on Facebook in a bit, the link to it, if you want to support the cause. Speedy B saying the the stream chat is readable on a TV. That's good to know. It's good to know. I think it looks smarter, doesn't it? It looks good. I think we're slowly getting more and more like a professional stream. So 5 minutes to go until we're in the mix. Like I said, if you've just joined us on the stream, what I'm doing this week is I'm recreating my set from Creamfields so that we can use it on the Keep and Rave Live podcast, which will go up at midnight tonight. Track in the background, Indeed Subsonics is 3 Steps Ahead, Drop It, classic. Chaos Raver saying, done me housework to the free range mix bundle down there. Yeah, I'm glad that it's going some kind of positivity on society. It's pretty cool as well, as I can see on this. It's not connected to Mixer for some reason, but it's connected to the other ones, and I can see I've got a total of 92 viewers so far, which I'm happy with. Seems to be helping the Twitch stream as well. The Facebook thing's going to be a slow burner though, because obviously it's like there's like less than 500 people on the page, so less than 500 people, and then you guys have all got to be online at the time you've seen it, so I'm not expecting mad numbers on Facebook at the start, but hopefully as we grow week after week after week, you tag more people add the page, I accept all the ads, then we get 1,000 people that the notification goes out to and stuff. And then like I said, all of that is to funnel it back to the Twitch thing, to be honest. That is the primary thing, because that's the best platform for streaming. Subsonic saying that Twitch doesn't like you doing it on Mixer at the same time. Apparently it's against the terms of service, and they've had a warning about it, so that'll obviously be why. So in fact I'm going to pop this up now. Oh, hang on a minute, no, I'm online on Mixer now apparently as well, so I'll see if I get a warning. But to be honest, it was one of them that I loaded up Mixer, because if you don't know, like Twitch is the big video game platform where people stream their video games, and then Microsoft have opened up Mixer, which is like a competing platform, and no one used it, and then they've paid the biggest guy on Twitch something like $50 million to move over from Twitch to Mixer, so there's a bit of a buzz about it at the moment, and they're having another push. So I thought I'd add it on there, and it's like I had a look. So it's like drop it. I had a kind of like thing. Just added it to the channel. After it was done, I was like, I wonder how many people watched it on Mixer. I thought I better picked up a few stragglers, isn't it? Because it's a bit of a fledgling platform, but let's say. But I thought, I should be on there somewhere. I've got a couple of views come up in some kind of search results. I looked, I'd had 1 view on the live stream via it, and I think that was when I clicked it to see if it was live. So I'm guessing with Mixer, I don't think it's the one. And the other one, I did add VK, but I don't speak Russian, so I just added a thing. I think I've added a personal profile with no friends on it, and I'm streaming to nobody on there. So if you've got any Russian people out there that want to help me set up that, then I would appreciate that. And there was some Chinese social media websites as well that are apparently really big out there that I can add to the restream. I thought, maybe pull in a few more people from there as well. My Mandarin's terrible. I don't know how to sign up. Can't even figure it out. I couldn't even do it with Google Translate. So yeah, Twitter's the best place to have a conversation like that. If you speak Mandarin or Russian and you want to help me, you want to manage the page in your respective region. I can see a bunch of people on YouTube talking Russian. But there again, are you just trying to fool me? Have you just loaded up the Russian keyboard and you're just putting out letters and trying to make fun of me because I don't know? I think the Russian alphabet, is it called the alphabet? It's the coolest looking alphabet, isn't it? Even though a lot of it's just our letters but backwards, it just looks so cool when you see it, doesn't it? 2 minutes to go before we get into the mix. Gobnoff asking how Creamfields was. It was amazing, but I feel terrible now. You can almost see I look like I got a sweat on and I got a red nose. I've had like that. It was when I got back. On Tuesday night. I had that thing, when you swallow and your throat's sticky at the back, and you're like, this isn't good. Couldn't sleep hardly like the night before last night, and just keep waking up with like trippy dreams all the time. And then last night, every time I was like lying with my head back, I was like nearly choking, and all kinds of horrible noises coming out of me. And then I had to do the DJ Mag reviews today, so not even a chance for a day off. And then as soon as I finished that about 6:30. Then I had to get all this nonsense set up to do the restream thing. And then to go live, 0 days off, pulling 12-hour days with man flu. How'd you like that for dedication? I'm drinking tea with fresh ginger on it. And the missus is cooking me soup, so I haven't got that much to complain about. Danny Cotton asking if I've added the freelance link on the new Facebook page. Danny, I haven't. I don't know what that is. Please tell me. You've got 32 seconds. Send me a message and let me know. Cuphead mug's in the washing machine now, so I've got a missus. I don't know if you can see it there. It's a very cute, looks like a woolly mug. Right, 19 seconds remaining. So in case you have just joined me on the stream, basically what I'm going to do for the next hour is jump on the turntables behind me there, and you can have a nice view, trust me, when I switch it over, of me in the mix, and I'm going to recreate my set from Creamfields last weekend. If there's any problems with the live stream, if the audio cuts out, if the stream dies, that's where it'll be carrying on. Like I said, this is more just like streaming to the other platforms to promote the Twitch channel. So I'll be back here at the end of the mix in 1 hour's time, and we'll shoot the shit for another 20 minutes and listen to another one of their mixes out of that collection, which you can pick up on the link if you want to help support me with what I do with the live stream. But enough talk. Anyway, let's get into the mix.
In my kingdom, you are king, it's human nature. I should love you, it's in my blood. You're taking me over, it's in my bones. You fire my blood now, I'm not alone. In my kingdom, you are king, you are king. We could climb a mountain higher. Running like the fastest lion. Slipping down, maybe a desire. We gon' take it to the wire. Light it up, we gon' burn like fire. Like fire. Like fire. 3, 2, 1. In my kingdom, I was king, human nature. I'm a hunter, it's in my blood. You're taking me over, it's in my bones. You fire my blood now, I'm not alone. In my kingdom, I was king. We could climb a mountain higher. Running like the fastest lion. Living out maybe a desire. We gon' take it to the wire. Light yours. So frightening, face whitening, fear that you can't reverse. My phone has no signal, it's making my skin crawl. The silence is so loud. The lights spark and flicker with monsters much bigger than I can control now. Welcome to the panic room, where all your darkest fears are gonna come for you, come for you. Welcome to the panic room. You know I wasn't joking when you see them too, see them too. Welcome to the panic room, 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 panic
return to the classics.
I can see all the stars just shine on me when I dream a little fantasy. When I fly in the sky with the birds so high, and it makes me feel like ecstasy. Feels like ecstasy in my fantasy. Will this feeling last forever? When I dream my little
Fucking go! Back at him, is back on.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can't wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever and ever? Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever young, 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 young.
Fuck what you heard, bitch. and let me lose my mind. Back off, back off. What? Down and out with my dumb friends, ready to misbehave. Forget about Monday to Friday, 'cause I've been working like a slave. Creeping towards the weekend, envy I'm able to shine, bringing me down to the deep end. Back off, and let me lose my mind. Back off.
give me what you need. You always wanted me to stay, but something in me's gotta change. You always wanted me to stay, but something in me's gotta change.
Dance while the record spins.
Get me high. Get me high. Get me high. Get me high. Get me
to return to the classic.
Love
para buscar los sonidos mágicos de Ecuador. Dame tu mano y venga conmigo. Vámonos al viaje para buscar los sonidos mágicos de Ecuador. Bum diggy 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 bong diggy bong.
Take me up and away, where the music is my fantasy. Take me up and away. Fantasy turns to reality. Oh, got to take my hand and lead me to the disco land, so I can do all the things I've been longing to do. Oh, let me hear you sing now.
Sound system, rock, rock, rock,
Fly to the stars, come with me up in the sky. Tonight we're gonna keep on flying until we shine so bright up in the clouds. Forever, that's where we are. It's true, up to the stars. Together, living my dreams with you, with you.
sound system, rock.
Fly to the stars, come with me up in the sky. Tonight we're gonna keep on flying until we shine so bright up in the clouds. Come with me up in the sky. Tonight we're gonna keep on flying until we shine so bright.
System rocking. Sound system rocking.
Fly to the stars, come with me up in the sky. Tonight we're gonna keep on flying until we shine so bright up in the clouds. Forever, that's where we are. It's true, up to the stars. Together, living my dreams with you, You could be the light that shines tonight. I let you lead the way to paradise. Stars alive through your eyes. We can dive into the sky. You could be the light that shines tonight. You could be the light that shines tonight. I let you lead the way to paradise. You could be the light that shines
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. Whoa. I'm breaking in, shaping up, and checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Oh, 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 oh. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Oh, 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 oh. I'm radioactive, radioactive.
This is it, the apocalypse is on right now. This shit is lit like a motherfucking torch right now. You can't resist this beat, it's the ultimate seduction. Down to this weapon of mass destruction. Switch it up! This is it, the apocalypse is on right now. This shit is lit like a motherfucking torch right now. You can't resist this beat, it's the ultimate seduction. Down to this weapon of mass destruction.
Everybody in the house tonight, make some noise. I want to hear everybody in the place say ho. Public domain kicking it to you, man. Face to the place, London. 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 Face, 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 face.
Gonna get this place.
Everybody in the house tonight, make some noise. I want to hear everybody in the place say ho.
Gonna get this place.
Face to the place, London.
Victorious! Let the carnage begin. Yes! Yes! Victorious!
Yeah, 1 2 1 2. Yeah. This is what I love and can't stop loving. Get wasted at parties from 9 till 7 in the morning. I live for the music, rolling blunts, feeling high, getting loaded, or take some pills and go to La La Land. Spending all my money on dope and extreme high price tickets, but in the end it's all worth it. I like to live in my own world. Fuck regular life, fuck a 9 to 5 job. I'm told to enjoy every moment, every hour, every minute. That's what I do on Fridays and Saturdays. Why should I take life so seriously? I just want to do what I like to do, be it far from reality, cause I can't stand society. It's my own world. I just want to hear the music. I think the whole system fucking sucks. Everybody's working their fucking ass off during the week, getting totally fucking stressed out. So what's wrong and what's right? I live for the weekend. I live for hard styles. I live for hard style, baby. Come on, let's go. That's what we fuck, man.
Yes, welcome back. yeah, that was good fun. So I guess you can kind of feel the vibe of Creamfields. It was pretty good. It was pretty good fun. So yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's have a look through. Shout out to Ali Elliott, tuned in on Facebook. Why you bailers on Twitch, Ali? Remember, as always, if there's any problems with the stream, that's the main place everything rocks out at. Shout out to DJ Delboy saying love the mix. Shout out to Heather saying thanks Kutski. Remember, if you've been watching this on Facebook, add that page and then you'll get the notifications when it goes live. Because like I said, I only set that page up yesterday, so I only had I was looking at the stream, and then all of a sudden must have got shared to the Kutski page. So I noticed the numbers go from like 15 to 50, like instantly, boom, straight up. So yeah. Shout out to Stealth DJ, shout out to Dan, both on Twitch. Shout out to Maggie on YouTube. It's quite good this, isn't it? Bring everyone all together on one platform. Shout out to Ali Baba, says hi. Shout out to Seth Rowe. It's going so fast the chat. Says smashing it. Space Kitten, watched all the videos archived last night on Twitch. Love the parts where you talk about rave drama at the end. Yeah, that's usually me just ranting for this last 20 minutes. We just kind of have a catch up, I chat with you guys. We talk about whatever you want to talk about. So yeah, if there's anything that's on your mind that you're itching to hear my opinion on, for whatever reason that may be, then yeah, let me know in the chat. Shout out to Sean Owens. It says hiya Kutski, hiya Sean. Shout out to who else have we got? I need to start opening the phone because it was going so fast. I'm looking at it on the phone. Let's see what I'm seeing. What's anybody saying? Jason Duncan saying can't wait to see me in Aberdeen. Yes, very much looking forward to that, Jason. It's going to be big. And with Hixie as well, aren't I? Love playing gigs with Hixie. So I always say that Hixie is like childhood hero of mine. So it's still crazy that every now and again the phone rings and I'm like, oh, it's Ian. It's like, hey mate, how's it going? Yeah, just doing some stuff with the kids, blah blah blah, a bit of chat and stuff like that. But fuck man, that's Hixie. I have to remind myself that's Hixie. But I went to school every day listening to Bonkers, listening to it and thinking one day, maybe I'll meet that man at a rave when I'm old enough to go to raves. Now class him as a friend. It's a crazy world we live in. Chaos Raver asking for the final ID track of the mixing then. Funnily enough, is Hixie's mix of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Maggie DK saying it should make an emote with a KTRA emoji on it. Yeah, I've been saying that I'm going to do this for ages and I never get around to doing it. I did look into how to doing it, but yeah, I'll do it. I will do it. Just probably not anytime soon. Heather asking if I know if there's going to be a kids stock next year. I don't know, to be honest. You'd have to ask Alex. I was talking to Alex briefly the other day, and I know he's got a lot of stuff planned and a lot of stuff that he's doing. So it's the same as everything with DJing. It's like people don't stop doing stuff because they're lazy. They usually stop doing something because they want to do something else, and there's only so many hours in the day. So yeah, so they didn't do kids stock this year. There'll have been a reason for that. I didn't go into it, to be honest, with Alex, and if I knew, then it's not really my place to say. But I hope there's a kids stock next year, and yeah, fingers crossed. If not, I'm excited to see what else Alex is up to, because he's always a hard worker, busy boy. Shout out to Lloyd. Wants a shout out, here we go, testing bloody Welsh here. Maystag, the Maysteg crew. You already hate me because I'm English, don't you? Let alone getting the city wrong. Shout out to the Welsh crew. I was out with Callie and Kyle, MKN and Callie. It's weird, whenever I say MKN, I always call him Kyle. Whenever I say Callie, I call him Callie instead of Ian. It's weird like that, isn't it? It's like I don't think I've ever heard, like Jordan Suckley is one of my best friends, and I don't think I've ever heard him say John once in my life. He always calls me Kutski. It's bizarre that, isn't it? Shout out to Lily on Facebook. Chaos Raver saying, what's the crack? on Twitter about closed clubs. Yeah, basically what it was is, do you know a guy called Mike Technoist? He was a big, still is, but we used to play a lot together on the North Welsh rave scene, and he played like hardcore techno at the time, like that Death Champ type sound, and he played that, and obviously I was playing what I'd play. And he just tagged me in a post on Twitter, and it had the top 20 nightclubs that got closed in North Wales, and Time was on it in Bangor, which is the club that I had my first residency at. So it's like, so I just reposted a picture of that club because it's knocked down now, it's gone, it was part of the university. So yes, that's all that was. It wasn't me being super depressive or anything like that. It's just like, it's kind of like looking at it and reflecting. The thing is, I had loads of cool pictures, or there were loads of cool pictures, but I don't know where they were. They were online somewhere, and like they were on forums and stuff. And back then you'd think, if it's on a forum, it's going to be here forever. I can always like look at it, and yeah, probably some of them are saved, but yeah, God knows on what old machines that they got saved. There was no backup cloud solutions back then or anything, so you'd have to transfer stuff from machine to machine. Something crashed, it gets lost, start over again. And the main one was, remember DSI? It was like a big clubbing website, and that kind of closed down and got rebuilt, and all the photos were on there, and so much, like basically the first 5 years of my career were documented on there, all got lost. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of like really anal about putting this stuff up in as many places as I can, so I always think that it'll kind of be somewhere in the future. Because even though I was doing like Radio 1 for how many years was I doing it, and I think I've got about 20 shows. I was doing it weekly for about 8 years, and it's like, yeah, I've got about 20 shows on my hard drive, and it's like the rest of them kind of just gone now, aren't they? Like they'll be on an archive at Radio 1, but getting anybody to go and get them back, like, it'd be a nightmare. So that's why I'm so, like, with the Keeping the Rave Alive stuff, I like chronicle everything and log it all, so when I'm dead and gone, it'll all be there. You won't get rid of me that easy. Yeah, just as Moobot's spamming me SoundCloud page, which got deleted, and took a load of stuff out with it as well. Willie asking if there's any chance of Forgiven Part 2 with Audio Freak. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely work on something at some point in the future. But the thing is with Sam, is it's like me and Sam kind of weave in and out musically, where he'll go off in one direction, I'll go off in another direction. But somehow, but obviously, aside from music, we're like, kind of best mates. We're always talking about everything. And then somehow it'll come into conversation about music again. And it'll be like, have you heard this random thing? It's like, dude, I was listening to that. Then we'll get talking about it. And we're like, okay, we need to do something. Which is why we tend to work in bursts. It's like, we'll do a track, then we won't do anything for like 2-3 years, then we'll do another 2 or 3 tracks because we're back on that same wavelength. So yeah, so no doubt there'll be something, but I don't know whether it'll be Forgiven Part 2. I'd be kind of up for doing that. To be honest, I'm working on something that's basically Forgiven Part 2 myself, because I didn't want to do that. It was working on like a vocal track, and it kind of like add pianos and stuff with vocal, and then I wanted the melody, but I've been doing a lot of that, I hate the name, freestyle, type stuff, and all the melodies like do like EDM-y type melodies, and I was listening to it and I was like, now here's where the EDM-y melody comes in. I was like, I'm fucking sick of that. It's annoying the shit out of me, to be honest. So, and I'm not like dead musical or anything, so I just started plucking something out like that was in the same key, and it was more like a trancey melody that I was playing, and I was like, it sounds too old school this. I've got an old school-ish vocal, like an old school house style vocal, Korg M1 rave pianos, and then this like very 2008, 2009 hardstyle melody, and I'm like, it's kind of a dated track, but I'm like, maybe that's a good thing, no one's doing that, so maybe I'm thinking of just finishing that off, and that will be the kind of, it was funny you should mention that, because I was thinking to myself, it really sounds like Forgiven. The version of Forgiven that came out, we changed the melody. We worked on the track, then we kind of left it for about 3 months, and when we came back to it, Sam was like, the melody sounds dated, man, people doing faster melodies. So we reworked the melody. The original melody that we had on the track, it was more trancey. And then this is like the original melody from Forgiven. So it's almost Forgiven Part 0.5 rather than Part 2. Shout out to Christopher saying, bad boy Kutski, big up bad boy. Yes, the track in the background now, Chaos Ravers, mentioning a lot of underground stuff. This is the Underground UK Hardcore mix that is part of that mix collection in there, which I've pinned in the Facebook chat, and I can post on all the other ones. I don't know if it'll come up, let's try it. Yeah, maybe you can see it in the chat. If not, just basically type in that URL once the mix is done, and you can pick up 60 plus, speaking of the Radio 1 days, 60 plus of the Radio 1 mixes without me talking, remastered, just 20-minute mixes, 60 plus of them, all different styles. If you want to support the cause, keep doing this crazy streaming. I did notice, because I only just put this chat window on, this one, just before. It's okay on this view. It was kind of cutting half of me off, wasn't there? but on the screen it's like it was cutting me off by that much, but there was that much wall on the other side. So I think if I just adjust the camera, turn it in a little bit, we can get a tighter looking stream next time. But yeah, we live and learn. That's what we're about on this stream. Speedy B just slapped the free range mixes on the SD card for the car. That's what it's perfect for. You hit that on shuffle, 60 plus 20-minute mixes. You're not going to get sick of the same thing all the time there, are you? All different types of hard music, something different to listen to. Yes, HyperL saying on Twitch saying, do I listen to any other music other than hard music? And the Repoit says he likes Dragon Force, which indeed I do. I've been watching because Herman Lee streams on Twitch as well, doesn't he? So I've been watching him on there a lot because they're getting ready for the tour for the new album. New album's out this month, isn't it? So I'm excited for the new Dragon Force album when it comes to non-dance music related stuff. But I listen to everything, like from like DJ Shadow, it's like really obscure ambient hip hop stuff. I listen to a lot of hip hop and rap. Love drum and bass, which I guess is dance music. And then, yeah, I like a lot of metal stuff as well. Chaos Raver asking what's in the cup. Nothing too exciting, can you even see it? It looks grim. I'm pouring tea out now. That didn't go well, did it? Yeah, basically it's blackcurrant tea. And I put ginger in it because I'm sick and I've got a sore throat. And apparently ginger's good for it. Needs a spoonful of honey in it, but I'm still on that health kick, and since I felt like shit, it's like I'm not doing any exercise or working out or anything. You see, oh god, I look like full on fever, don't I? That's not good. That's dedication for you, that is. You having that? If that's not a big enough sale, look at me. I'm a dying man, and I'm still going. Stuart saying, gutted, missed me at Creamfields. Don't worry, Chief, that's what this mix is. You can go back wherever you're watching this, you can go back and watch it again. And see, basically, you know, you're not going to have the same atmosphere as a live gig, of course, but yeah, you can basically hear the stuff that I played. And that mix as well, you know, the Keeping the Rave Alive podcast that I do, obviously, if you don't, just search Keeping the Rave Alive on any podcast or audio streaming thing. Yeah, that mix is going to be the show that goes out at midnight tonight, so, yeah. Dan Not saying fermented ginseng and ginseng, maybe ginsegs I think, and cordyceps. Isn't cordyceps mushrooms? Trying to get me high? Damn, that'd be one way to sort it out, wouldn't it? Elizabeth asking if there's any plans to come to Dallas anytime soon. I hope so. I always say it's like when I start travelling around America, it's like I love you know, kind of like all the different states and all the different places, but you know, kind of like you've got places that you really like. And Texas, I don't know why, I didn't think that I was going to be that into Texas, you know, just to like be there. It didn't really appeal to me until I went there, and it was like, it's the people. The people in Texas are amazing. It's like that perfect temperament where it's like they're really nice and friendly, but not over the top friendly. It's not rude or hustle bustle. Like everyone just feels like they've got time for you. It's just, I don't know. I really like Texas. The people of Texas. It's one of my favourite places in America. Stuart saying yeehaw. Yeah, to be honest, like, I'm not going to lie, that's what I thought when I first went to Texas. I was genuinely just thinking it was going to be like full of crazy cowboys with guns shooting in the air and shit. It's like, I don't know, I've never been there before, have I? Then we'll go there and it's like, oh no, because everyone says that East Coast people are most like British people because they're very, you know, kind of like short and to the point, and it's like, you know, the East Coast New Yorkers, it's like, you know, it's similar, but like East Coast New York, it's like, it's a very fast-paced life, you know, hey, what do you want? It's like not being rude, but you know, there's no time for wasting. Whereas I think the people of Texas are most like, you know, the people that you just generally meet on the street are most like people from England, where they're kind of like, you know, just like relaxed, chill, polite. I don't know. I think I'm the first person ever that's ever compared people from Texas as people from the UK, but to my experience, you know, what can I say? Lloyd saying about the new Keeping the Rave Alive merchandise coming soon. Yeah, we need to sort out, basically, like I've said this before, sorry if anyone's heard it, but we were getting it all made in China, where we had to get it made ourselves, but we had to front thousands and thousands of pounds to get the stock in. Then we had to ship the stock out again. And now I'm not living in the UK anymore, and we sell most of the merchandise within the UK. So what we're going to do is, like, I've rebranded towards the end of the year, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up one of them stores, you know, where it's made to order manufacturing. So basically, we don't hold any stock then, but I'll design the shirt with a company. then there's a link to it. You buy it, and then they make that sweat, so you can choose whether you want the hoodie, the t-shirt, so we can have a wider range of stock. When you want it, it gets manufactured and posted out, so you buy them. So then we don't have to front the cost and do all that. Because the problem was you'd end up stuck with loads of stock. Like Phil and Michelle that run the agency that I'm on, their spare room was full of Keeping the Rave Alive, like small vests and XXL t-shirts that we just couldn't shift, and it's like there was like stacks and boxes of them, because you never know what you're going to sell and what you're not going to sell. So yeah, Chaos Rave, you're saying Spreadshirt, it's going to be something like that we're going to do. And then the advantage of that is we're able to have like Keeping the Rave Alive key rings and all the other bullshit that, like up until now, when we were doing the wristbands and stuff, we'd have to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds to get the wristbands done and stuff like that. So Stuart's saying, what the fuck, going to play tunes? Dude, where were you? You've missed it. This is the outro. You'll have to wait for me to finish talking in 5 minutes, then you can watch it from the beginning again. That's how the format of this works, if you didn't know. 20-minute intro, we have a chat, we talk about what's coming up on the show, then we jump in the mix for an hour, 2 hours, whatever we're feeling like doing. Then I come back on 20 minutes at the end and we have a wrap up, answer some of your questions. So if you want beats, Stuart, too late, chief, late to the party. You're that guy that's rocking up at the club and everyone's leaving and going, yo, where's the music, man?
If we do not live for this, then why do we...
Dave asking, any plans to bring Keeping the Rave Alive to Spotify? We tried, to be honest, but it's weird how it works with licensing, because when you put it on things like Mixcloud, the content ID flags the music on it, it puts an advert on the show, and then it pays the money from the advertising for people whose music was on the show, so it's all legit and complete. Whereas with Spotify, you have to license each show in to be like an album. So it's like putting together an album every week, and obviously that's not possible because the paperwork involved will take you more than a week to do it. And then if there's a problem that somebody goes, no, I don't want to sign that license request, then all of a sudden the show can't go on Spotify and all the other work's wasted. So what we tried to do is get blanket agreements with all the major record labels that we use, and they didn't play ball, so we tried to get it on Spotify. Now the other thing that I can do is just put it on there, but then that's like, it's a legal grey area then, and it's just not worth the headache with it, to be honest. Speedy B and Chaos Raver saying that people demand 6-hour streams. I don't think I've got 6 hours. I'll be back on Tuesday though, that's the usual time if you don't know. I probably picked the wrong week to do the first Facebook stream, but yeah, basically the show is regularly every Tuesday 7 till 9 PM UK time, but when I'm travelling on weekends sometimes I don't get back until Tuesday, which means I can't do the stream. So I just thought rather than leave you hanging this week and not do anything, I thought I'd jump on. Quite happy with this chat box, that looks alright now, doesn't it? It's a bit hard to read on the phone, you can't read it on the phone. But if you're reading it on your phone, then you've got the chat scrolling anyway, isn't it, on Twitch or whatever, but people have got it on the TV. It makes me look more popular, because when you've only got a few of them and you have them disappear after a little while, it's like, kind of there's always 1 or 2 chats at the bottom of it, whereas now when you look at it, it looks like, then like when you're watching Ninja, and you've got loads of stuff. It's like Ninja, but just not quite as fast yet. The Reaper saying 6-hour gaming session. Yeah, I'm getting that Astral Chain tomorrow. I've got a hook up in Poland now, and the dude that gets the games in sends me a cheeky little message, and he sent me, because Astral Chain's out tomorrow, and he sent me a message going, yo, I've got your copy of Astral Chain, and if you want to come down and pick it up. I was like, dude, I'll work on today. Don't want that temptation. This live stream wouldn't have happened tonight if I'd have got Astral Chain. In my mouth now. Yeah. Shout out to Daniel P on Facebook saying looks and sounds good. Cheers, man. We're working on it. We're working on the stream. We're getting there. Yeah, the set that Chaos Raver's on about was basically, I'd said when I was travelling, so I couldn't do the mix. So what I did is I found 3 really cool old mixes, stuck them on my hard drive, and then I did the intro live on my laptop and said, okay, you choose which mix you want to watch. And then, I basically ended up playing all 3 mixes back to back to back. So we did like a 6-hour session. So yeah, I think that's what he was referring to there. But anyway, the countdown time is ticking down. My wonderful girlfriend's just made me soup because I'm sick with man flu, so I'm going to go and eat that and watch YouTube and go to bed. So yeah, thanks for joining me on the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll post the link again if you want to support, but yeah, you can pick up that free range mix collection. I appreciate everybody that's picked that one up, because like I said, it does help us. It's what affords all this fancy equipment that's around here that lets us do this live streaming, which I'm still adamant that I'm going to conquer it. I haven't figured out how, but there's a formula for DJs to work this live streaming. So yeah, remember, if you've been watching on Facebook and you came in off the Kutski page, I shared the video. That new page is where the live streams will be streamed to. So send me a friend request on there. There was only 500 people on because I only set the page up yesterday. So yeah, there's still space on there. So yeah, send me a friend request on there. I'll add that in a minute. Yeah, thanks for joining me on the stream. Have a great weekend. If you want to hear the mix, again, just the mix alone, after that'll be up on the Keeping the Rave Alive Facebook, no, the Keeping the Rave Alive podcast feed, which will go up in 3 hours. So yeah, you can get that on your phone. It's cool. Have a safe weekend out raving. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun. And I will be back on Tuesday. Wherever you're watching it now, I will be back on Tuesday. Same time, 7 till 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Until then, it's Kutski signing out. Peace out. Enjoy.